la 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 la. Hey, Coach Jay.
What's up, Cam? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am blessed.
Blessed. I love it.
Yes,
hmm
yes. How have your week been?
My week has been great. I love the springtime. I must say, I love the springtime. I've been really enjoying the spring forward, you know,
Whew.
and loving the fact that we're getting extra sunlight these days.
I hate that the time has to go back. Like, I hate that. Like, I just
I
really wish that the time would
know.
stay where it gets dark at 8 o'clock and we get more sunlight. And
Right. I thrive in sunlight. I feel you.
that's how I feel. I feel like it makes me want to be outside and really enjoy the day more and not
Mhm.
feel like I'm on a time crunch, with,
Mhm.
getting off work and then having to still try to get outside, but by the time you get off work, it's already like dusk start. So
Right. But I mean, express gratitude for the time that we have to
yes,
be outside and be in the light, right?
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. So I wanted to bring to you a question that a client has given to me, and I thought
Okay.
this would be a good platform for us to actually speak about it.
Okay.
So the
Let's hear
question,
it.
the question is, how do you keep your love life spicy
Hmm.
with sex and intimacy?
Hmm.
So
That's a good question.
I mean, personally, I think
Mhm.
like, investing in, communication, exploration, role playing, of course, like that's, you know,
Mhm.
um, saucy outfits or sexy outfits.
So that's a part of
Uh,
the role play. As a part of role play. Mhm.
hmm hmm
Yes. Okay. I love it.
you know,
But can we go back? I want to go
sure.
back and talk more about because you said investing in open communication and inspiration, right? So
Yes.
what does that mean actually? Let's go back. What does that mean?
So that means like basically like, speaking to your partner, hey, this is something that I'm needing, or something that I'm interested in, and I want to
Mhm.
explore with you, whether it's, just something like role playing, if you want to role play, you know, come to your partner, have that conversation with your partner. Hey, I want to start role playing. I want to start, you know, getting into other things besides our normal. I love our normal, but I want to do more, you
Right, because
know?
some people might feel afraid or nervous to say something to their partner,
Hmm.
right? So I thought we should go back and like really take time and talk about that for a second because it might not be as easy for everyone to just say, okay, let's do role play. Like
Right.
they may
Right.
not just be able to just do that off the bat. So it's like, how do you even approach someone and say, I want to try something new together, you know?
I mean, I think that if you already have like a line of open communication, it should be a little bit more easier than those that don't. I
Mhm.
think that if you do have that open communication, then it should just be something so simple as, hey, I've been thinking, don't look at me weird, but I want to do X, Y, and Z, something that's out of
Mhm.
the normal that you normally wouldn't do. Um,
Mhm. 'Cause
I think,
I have, like, clients who have asked me this, and they're asking me because they're not confident with doing that. That's why they're coming to me. So I'm like, "Okay, so let's think about a way to strategize this," right? So, for example, why don't you go look at some books and, like, bring a book or 2 home, and then when your partner comes home, you say, "Look, I'm so excited. I want to show you something." And you show them this book. And it could be like a book on tantric sex or a book
mhm,
on different sexual positions, or like it could be like a game that just has like sexual questions on the cards and say,
mhm,
I have this. We're going to have some time to be together this weekend. And I thought maybe we could try looking through this book together, or we can go through these questions together.
mhm.
And, and it could be fun and we might enjoy it, right? That could be a good way to open up the lines of communication when it's something that you have not ever done before with your partner.
I mean, also like going to like the sex store that may also help. Like
Love
going to the sex
it.
store, I think that could be one way of just like you going. It's like, oh, I just want to go and see what they have, and then while you're there, you can have those small conversations. Like, hey, like, I do you want to try this, or would you be interested in wanting to do this? And I think that that will
Yes.
also make it maybe a little bit more easier because you guys are both in that space of sex. We're
Right.
already in the sexual store. So now we're at the sex store. Now we can kind of
Explore together.
explore
Yeah.
exactly, like explore the store and have lots of questions between each other to where that we're both being heard. And I will always say, don't never tell your partner ill. That's something
Right,
I will
right, right.
always
So
say.
don't right, okay. So don't if your partner comes to you with a suggestion, you want them to feel comfortable to talk to you about it. So the last thing you want to do is show a lot of judgment on your face to be like, ew,
Hmm.
you like that? Or, are you
Hmm.
serious? Like you really want to try that out? Like,
Hmm.
why? Well, I've never heard that before. Like, duh, they're not you. That's the whole point. Is they want to try something maybe you had never thought about. So lean in, don't
Hmm.
back away. Appear interested, not disgusted. Right. And I love what you also said about saucy outfits, right? When you said that, I'm
Hmm.
like, you know what? Halloween is not the only time that you can put on a costume. You can put on costumes all year long. And guess what? It's cheaper all year long because it's not
Yes.
Halloween season.
Yes.
So why not rack up on some costumes?
And
Any
then when Halloween come
costume.
around, you can go ahead and pull
Then,
one of
then,
them
then
out.
you can pull from your selection at that point. The same thing with wigs. Y'all know I love me a nice bust down, right? Like I don't wait for Halloween to pull out my bust down.
Period.
I I
Period.
I do these all year long. Why not? Give you something new. That's what it spice it up. Like you never know what
Hmm.
you're gonna get. Spice it up.
I think that that's the best way, honestly, to really like. I would say if you, especially if you don't have that open line of communication, I would say those are like really good ways and good traits to have when trying to introduce something new.
Right. And you may have to put it on a little bit. You may have to like, oh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because
Like
you're
put
not
it on,
interested.
right,
Yeah,
but you may have to put on a little bit extra enthusiasm in the conversation. That's what I meant when I say that. So
but
like
don't oversell it where you don't sound believable now.
of course, of
Don't.
course, of
Yeah,
course not.
yeah,
But the,
yeah.
the the point is this. The point is that you want to encourage your partner to
Hmm.
tell you what they want. They're
Yeah,
not going to do that if you're just like you frown up like, huh? What's that?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about that. They're not going to want to open up to you. But if you're like, because I
Well,
might, I might be like shocked, like, oh my god, oh my
right,
gosh, what
right.
is that? But not in a way like in a disgusting way, but in like a curious way, like I've never seen that before. What
Hmm.
is that?
And
You
I
caught
think
me off guard with that, but
I,
hey, this might be fun.
I think also it will help your relationship too with just that communication process and
Mhm.
your communication actually growing stronger as well.
Mhm.
Because I think that like now that person feels a little bit more safe in your relationship to where now they feel like they can come and tell you exactly whatever it is that they're feeling or what it is that they're thinking because now you're opening something up and you didn't give them that ill or that like so it's like you're more so intrigued by what they're saying, so it's like, oh, okay, well, he or she's intrigued by this, so then okay, so then maybe they may be intrigued by this, or maybe I could say this now. I've been wanting to say this, but I've been I know how to say it, but I feel like say the things that you want to say and do what you want to do and enjoy yourself.
Right, right. Enjoy
It's
yourself,
all about enjoying yourself.
playfulness, laughter. Don't be afraid to laugh along with your partner, not at your partner, but along with your partner and
Hmm.
say, "Oh my gosh, like you are so cute. This is
Hmm.
let's do this again. This was
Hmm.
fun." Right?
Hmm.
Lighthearted. Not don't put pressure on yourself or your partner. When you put pressure on yourself or your partner, that turns it into a job. It makes it feel like work. And sex should not be work.
And it's not pleasurable at that point.
No, no.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be relaxing, inviting, a way to decompress, right?
Right.
Something to look forward to, not something that I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this right today." Like, no, like, you know what? Let's have an adventure today and see what happens. Let's see where this takes us today.
Mm-hmm. 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 I agree.
Mhm.
I agree. I mean, also using like I said, role playing,
Yes.
massage oils,
Yes.
texting each other, like the sexy text and
Right, to
all
give
that
you
good
give you
stuff.
something to look forward to, right? So the
Yeah.
texting throughout the day and throughout the week, it builds it up. It builds up
Mm-hmm.
the anticipation, so you
Mm-hmm.
cannot wait to see your partner. You can't wait to try those things that you talked about in the text with
Mm-hmm.
your partner. So all that is a part of foreplay because foreplay starts here, not here. It starts there. right? Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Use sex toys. Sex toys is something that,
They're your
like,
friend, not your enemy.
yeah, I think a lot of people, I think they think, like, why would I need to bring a sex toy into the bedroom with my partner and I? It's like we're satisfying each other, so why do we need a toy? But it's like, why not? Why not try something new? Why not try something different? Why not see if this is gonna, excite your partner or excite you more or excite both of you guys more, and doing something different, and changing up your normal routine.
Right, and Coach Jay and I have some sex toy suggestions. We're gonna
Mhm.
put them in the description below. So if you have interest in a couple of sex toys, look in the description below, and you can go on good old Amazon and find them.
Yes. Uh Always, I mean, you can also extend your foreplay. Like, foreplay
Mhm.
is not like, but see, I believe personally, I think that foreplay, like you said, starts with sexting. Like, like
Starts
it
up
starts with,
here,
yeah,
the flirting, right? All
so
that.
so so your foreplay can start from that morning all the way up until the moment, and continue on after that. So it's just not
Mhm.
from, when I got home from work and we put the kids to bed, and after all that I didn't unwind and all of that, I showered, now we can start that foreplay. It's like, no, you can start foreplay in the morning when you at work and you're sending those cute little texts back and forth.
Mhm.
And I'm not encouraging people to sex on the clock, but you do what you do for your partner, to keep it spicy
But you can
again.
share you can always share fantasies via text,
Mhm.
right? You can say, "Oh, man, I wish you could be here. I could just imagine you stretched out across my therapy couch,"
Mhm.
in a suggestive position. And
Yes,
you're not I mean, you're just sharing a fantasy, and, that's a safe way to bond with your partner. Mhm.
which goes back into role playing.
Mhm.
you
Goes
know,
back
you
to role
could
play.
yeah, you guys could play the naughty school girl and the teacher. You can play the therapist and the client. You can pay, like, there's so many different ideas that you could do. The doctor nurse thing, the nurse patient thing. There's so many different things. And yeah, maybe all of those are, like, very, like, I guess, like, in a sense, like, cliche, because
Or taboo, right? Because I
yeah,
I do wanna make sure we understand that as a therapist, I would never actually want to do anything with my client
right,
inappropriate, but this
right,
is for fantasy purposes and sexual
right,
purposes. So it gives you a chance to explore taboos within a safe environment with your partner who's a consenting adult, just like
E-
you, right?
exactly.
Consenting adults, right.
Exactly.
Mhm,
Trying new positions,
mhm.
I think trying new positions is
Experimenting, it's
your experience.
exploration.
Yeah, like, you need to explore what else that you may like from your partner. What else do you like that your partner is doing? What else do you want your partner to do to you? Like, whatever that
Right.
may be. It's
And
just not one
encourage
sided.
them,
Yeah,
right,
it's not one
encourage them
sided.
in the act, right, so another
Exactly.
example of that would be, like, be very descriptive with your
Hmm.
partner, right? "I love when you kiss my neck." "I love the way you touched my side." Be descriptive about it, tell them exactly what you like and what you want more of. If it's something that you don't like that they're doing, redirect them to something that you do like. "You know what? That was cool, but how about this?" "I love that one, but how about 2 of those?"
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so on and so on. Gently guide them in the right direction, encourage them in the right direction. Don't discourage them and don't shut them down. Mhm,
That's the best way to say it, because no
mhm.
one wants their feelings hurt when
Especially when
then
you're in the
in mid
act.
act.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Um but yeah, it's like you said, share fantasies, be
Mhm.
spontaneous. you know I would say, like,
Get creative
you gotta if you gotta go in the bedroom real quick and lock the kids outside the door,
and take a
go,
little quickie.
go get a little quickie in, go do that, go get your quickie, enjoy yourself. So just be spontaneous. If you have to, I don't never promote this, but I'm not promoting any, outside fantasies. But there are
But you
people,
are. You're
but
not, but you are. You're not, but you I'm like, but what are you getting ready to say though?
I
On a
mean, if you're
a hiking excursion or a camping excursion and
if
you're
you're on
by
a hiking
yourself.
excursion, if you're on a camping excursion, if you're taking a drive with your wife or your husband, and you're like, hey, let's pull over right here, hey,
Just stay with the legal parameters, of course,
right.
and safety first. You know,
Yes.
be safe, be aware of your surroundings, but it's okay to be spontaneous with your partner
Exactly.
and be
Exactly.
creative and make it fun. Again, it's about having fun, creating memories.
Experience exactly, experiences, yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
that's really what it's about, and I think that if you are to really keep it light and fun, I think that, believe it or not, once you start it, it's gonna keep going, and you're gonna come up with new
Mhm.
ideas to keep your love life spicy. You're gonna keep come up with new ideas on, different positions and different roles that you guys may want to play out, or just different
Yes.
things. So I think that the more you keep it light and fun,
The
the better.
better, right? Another
Definitely.
suggestion that we are talking about earlier was like watching erotic movies. You
Hmm.
know, so everyone isn't into like pornography. It doesn't have to be. It could just be something that's sensual, something that you both enjoy watching together, where you both feel um, connected. Right? Again,
Hmm.
it's not meant to make a partner feel bad about themselves. People might have image issues, things like that. So be cautious with this, but you can select things that you can watch together that could put you both in the mood to give each other special attention.
I mean, there's a lot of movies out there that you can watch that are close to
Erotic.
pornography. Yeah,
Right.
close to that, but they're nowhere near as porn. They're not like porn than others.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Um, something that you and I were just speaking about before we hopped on was,
Mhm.
just mirror sex. And like, some people, having, mirrors. Some people having mirrors, they're thinking that, like you said, some people have body issues. So because of they having body issues, they may not want the mirrors.
Mhm.
I guess my
Yeah.
so I guess my question is like more so like, what do you think that someone can do instead of the mirror, or what would be a good way to position a mirror, I guess, in a sense to where that it's not giving you a way of making you feel insecure.
Well, maybe you don't like the way that you look as a whole in the mirror, but maybe you like a certain body part.
Hmm.
Maybe you like the feet, for example, and you only position it so you can look at the back of your feet and your partner's feet in the mirror.
Hmm.
And it gives you like something brief to look at. That could be a way, or maybe you just like your backside
Hmm.
or your member, your partner's member,
Hmm.
and you're just looking at those parts in the mirror. Of course, we would have to delve into this on a more intimate level in a one-on-one session, but I think that everyone should take their time and look at themselves in the mirror and get to know themselves and come to love themselves in the mirror. But that is something that's a process and it takes time, but I think we should all take the time to get to know ourselves by observing ourselves in the mirror, observing what we like, what we don't like by touching ourselves in the mirror. But again, that is a slow process
Hmm.
and it's not for everyone. We're all not ready for that just straight out the gate, but it can be practiced and we can work our way up to that.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I think sometimes uh masturbation is not bad. Like, I think that sometimes that also will help you with the
It's
process.
never a bad idea. Masturbation
Right.
is never a bad idea. I think that if you don't know what you like,
That
how can you be sure to help your partner know what you like, right? If you
exactly. So
communicate.
masturbation will really help with that.
Yes, communicate with your partner because you tried these things on yourself. So
Hmm.
masturbation can only help you
Hmm.
with
It just
sexual
helps with
exploration.
yes. Yes, it will just help you with further along your process of like figuring out what it is that you want and what it is that you like.
Yes.
So that you can communicate that to your partner and say, "Hey, like you said, I like it when you kiss my neck a little bit, or I like it when you kiss on my shoulders or my chest or whatever the case may be.
Mhm, mhm.
So enjoy
Love
yourself.
it.
Enjoy
Yes.
yourself, y'all. Enjoy
Yes.
yourself.
Something else, experimenting with sensation play. So I have worked with couples who have struggled in this area, and I've said, okay, I'm going to assign you to not have sex with each other, but I want you to try everything else, but, right? So that may mean laying in the bed naked together. That may mean sexual touch. You mentioned massage oils
Mhm.
earlier, um,
Mhm.
use of feathers, use
Mhm.
of soft things, hard things, food, right? Different tactile objects that feel good on the body. That's
Mhm.
another way for you both to practice and get to know yourself and get to learn what you like and dislike when it comes to sensual touch.
Mhm. Mhm. I couldn't agree more.
Mhm.
Especially like experimenting with like food and such. It's like, some people are like, "Oh no, I don't do that." And it's like, try it. You never know. You may like it.
Mhm. Mhm. Exploration.
That's all we're saying.
Mhm.
Explore.
Mhm.
Explore
That's how
yourself,
you spice up the bedroom. Mhm.
and explore your partner as well. So I really do hope that this question really does have answered your question, shall I say. I hope this has answered your question. And please feel free to keep the questions coming.
Right. We're gonna put some more recommendations in the description below. But if you want to talk about this in more detail, up close and personal, reach out to us. We're available for one-on-ones. We can even put together another episode that follows up to this one. If you have more questions that perhaps that you got from just us having this conversation right now,
Hmm.
um, we're all about self-love, right? Because self-love is
The
the key.
key.
All right.
It's the
Um,
key to happiness. It's the key to everything.
yes. Coach Jay, anything else you want to add?
Um, I guess my final words would be enjoy yourself.
Enjoy. Hmm.
Enjoy.
All right. Well, until next time, we will see you again, and thank you for listening.
All right, you guys. Have a good
Bye.
one.